What's going on? What's going on? Let's see how long it takes this feed to get caught up here. Anyway, back in DD2 on the PlayStation 4 and still trying to find a better tripwire as I do not have the perfect tripwire. And it upsets me. Now, of course, passives are going to be changing again when it goes to Loot V2.0. But a good bow will still remain a good bow. Don't everybody panic. There will be some more passive farming going on again, obviously. But I still haven't even got to where I want to be. With the current setup. Sorry, I'm still trying to tweak the old YouTube stream. I like it. I like it. Anyway, gonna hop on in. Who am I bringing here? Same old, I think. Yep, Squire, Frosty, DPS Huntress, and a Traptress. Imagine that. I'm kind of hit or miss on these still. I've got good enough gear that I can do it solo, but I can't do it every time. I screw up very frequently. But that's alright. It's okay. I still have got mixed emotions about where exactly to put the blockade on this side. I get, depending on how the lanes come, depending on how the lanes go, ooh, yeah, it's going to be rough. I'm going to have little kobold bastards running around this thing. I don't like it when the first wave is the hard lane in wave 1. But I got the right resistance at least. There we go. Alright. We'll get some Frosty laid down over here. I'd like to get this done a couple times tonight. But, like I said, I don't have success every run. In this particular run, I am not liking the way the lanes are set up. But not to say I still can't complete it. Who knows? Now, I have been doing it on my DPS Apprentice. I'd given up on the hunt for Tripwire. Alright. Still looking back and forth at the screen here. Sorry, guys. This is going to be sketchy. But, whatever. Alright. Let me get this done here. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, so I got physical resist in the far right, magic resist in the middle, and over there. Get some explosive traps laid down here. Dennis, I do both. I actually, it's a lot more convenient to stream on Twitch, and Twitch has got, you know, a better dashboard, a lot of things about it are better. However, I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel, and YouTube has been attempting to make steps in the right direction with the live streaming. So I'm just trying to give it my best shot to actually give YouTube a chance. I don't think I would stream to YouTube right now from my PC. I think I would always stream to Twitch from the PC just because it's super convenient. However, on the PlayStation, they're trying to make it super convenient to stream to YouTube as well. And, you know, we'll see. That's yet to be determined. I still haven't... I haven't seen a huge difference with video quality. And I like the whole concept of the whole YouTube gaming thing. Alright, let's see. Anybody that's watching, oh, it is 11:20 at night for me. It's my night off work. As most people know, I stay up very late because I work until, you know, some nights I'll work until 4 or 5 in the morning, so I'm just used to staying up late. Even on my nights off, this is like prime started for me. Oh, anyway, anyone that's watching that's on my friends list that wants to bring a DPS in, by all means, hop on in. Alright. Now, I don't know what I want to do here. I hate that this lane is the lane with the first wave 1 badness. So I got 250 left. I think I need to worry more about this physical resist lane, but we'll see. Hell, not just Tripwire. I gotta find a decent bow for my DPS character. This one, I'm not a huge fan of. It's just this is the best one I've found so far. All right, well, let's see if we can get it going. Oops, wrong button. I finally broke down and bought the Uber, which, in my opinion, on the PC, it's probably the second best Uber there is, maybe third, with the sticky nades. Like I say, I gotta see how this is gonna go here. this lane. If you don't get the perfect blockade placement, it can leak pretty bad. See how we're doing over here. Yeah, this side is getting chewed up. I'm gonna have to throw a heal over here. And hope I can just hold off long enough to get these guys handled over here on this side. It's actually not going terribly. It's not going good, but it's not going terribly. I need to get me some a little more green mana. Alright, get this one healed up again. Hopefully the center I can just hold off here. I may end up having to slap a repair on that guy too. Oh, that was the end of me because those walls won't hold up through this timer, I don't believe. Unless I just get lucky. Let's see. Oh, I think I got lucky with the guys getting stuck back there. Oh, I did. I got it from, I think I got it from this map, actually. This bow. Now I've seen it on lots of different maps. It's a random thing. I believe I got it from a victory chest on this map. Not positive though, but I think so. But I'm not a fan. Now, if I was using, if it was in the current build that the PC is in, and poison darts were actually effective towers, then I would use it as my DPS guy. Just to play with it for that extra damage, even though it's not a ridiculous amount. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Alright, baddies in the middle. Let's definitely get the middle beefed up, and then that physical resist lane. Get a little juice thrown on it too. 700 left. I want to have some kind of upgrades for the other side. Actually, I can do this side pretty nicely. It's a good start. Let me 279 for over here. I mean, the DPS bow to get, definitely at this stage in the game, is the armor cleanser from Rampart's incursion. But it's a rare, it's a rare chance to drop, and I've only seen a couple of them. It's very, very rare. And the couple I've seen had crappy stats on it, unfortunately. I've got a usable one on the PC, but I haven't even seen one on the PlayStation yet. And I've only done Rampart's Nightmare 4 incursion just a couple of times. I did it once a few days ago with a buddy of mine that's a badass builder. And then I did it again today with another buddy that's a badass builder. So I got lucky. They took me long on their runs. Alright, so the middle is going to be the tough lane. Or where the bosses should be coming from anyway. Got no flyers yet. My last run, on this one earlier with my apprentice DPS, and the my apprentice doesn't do too well on the flyers. I don't have a good flyer weapon. Anyway, there was the last pack of flyers to end. I think it was wave 4. I thought were gonna steamroll me. There was a big pack of them coming out of the left, and I just got the luckiest timing with the little freezy gun up there, and got the entire pack of them. I was pretty stoked. I wish I'd have been recording it, because it was definitely just lucky as hell. I mean, I can get them all the time, but to get a big pack of them and get the whole pack like that, I was loving it. Of course, video or it didn't happen, and I've got no video, so it didn't happen. This is actually not going that bad so far. I think I probably just jinxed it, but huh. I haven't gotten any upgrades today at all, and I did play several hours today. But I did have, I got a bunch of stuff to dump some more ups into my current gear. So maybe that is putting me over the hump a little bit here. These guys definitely like to hang back on this map. Sometimes they'll cause a build up or get stuck. The AI is a little glitchy with them. You know, they want to stay at maximum range behind everything else and summon their swarms. And sometimes it'll back mobs up behind them. That one wasn't too bad there. Alright, so what next? Middle lane, right lane. I'm at least going to get this one, get ups on every trap. I don't know if I want to spend the 450 to up all 3 of these blockades again. Let's see. You know what? To hell with it. I'm doing it. I normally always like to worry about the traps more, but my blockades are just a little bit squishy for this. Yeah, I'm in pretty decent shape over here. Yeah, let's go like that. See if we can survive that. Wave 3 will be the test. Sometimes things get ugly in Wave 3. Seems to be going all right, though. 400 mobs left. Anything could happen at this point. Need to find some more repair mana somewhere. Ooh, there was not much there. What about up in here? There's a little bit. Well, over 100 now. That'll get me through the wave if I can keep everything repaired. Alright, Mr. Ogre. Kira is taking a break again. It drives me nuts with that pet, how it attacks just so sporadically. Sometimes it decides to attack, and it actually has a very nice attack. It hits hard. Just getting it to use it. Works great on the dummies. Of course, that doesn't help us out too much out in the field, but sitting in the tavern, it works just fantastic. Yeah, anyway, my goal for next weekend is to be able to build some ramparts, Nightmare 4 incursions. Start farming for that armor cleanser. Now, gonna need help. I mean, I'll be able to build it by next weekend, but whether or not, you know, obviously I'm not gonna be able to do it by myself, so gonna need to get some folks in the mix. Oh, right in the face. I'll have to see if any of the guys I currently play with are going to be on. If not, you know, somebody had mentioned to me starting a PlayStation community, and it'll be easier for people to join me. I don't think I got anything useful, too. There's a ring sitting over there, but I've got a decent ring now. Yeah. That's gonna go to the enchantress. Alright, so I got flyers this wave. What is this ring? That's actually pretty good. I got 5% crit on my current one, though. I never use Vicious Brew, and I do use Flamageddon. I'll just keep the one I got. You're going to the Enchantress, too. Yeah, anyway, I had a hard time I was trying to do a little tutorial on how to solo this map, and I had a hard time getting a solo run recorded because people kept joining my group. And PlayStation, it's kind of silly to me why they don't have any sort of privacy settings where you can go offline, like Steam or any other gaming platform, Xbox, you know, to appear hidden. It makes no sense to me why PlayStation doesn't have that in. But, whatever. What am I going to do? Anyway, so I stopped accepting friend requests, and I actually cleared quite a few people off my friends list. I got the bow from this map. Alright, let's see. Got the bow from this map, indeed. I can't remember if it was a drop or if it came in the victory chest. I want to say I think it was in the victory chest. Not positive, though. But I have seen it on other maps. Now, maybe it was in the victory chest on other maps. I'm not even certain. Oh shit, I forgot about the flyers. Hopefully that's not going to cost me too dearly here. Got the legendaries dropping. Is that a dive bomber? Yeah, it is. Gonna have to sacrifice, I think. Or no, it wasn't a dive bomber. Oh, I was just bragging about how smooth my flyer wreckage was on my last run, and oh, it's far from smooth now. Alright, how are these blockades holding up? Anyway, the bow is not great. It looks cool, and it's like firing animation, and how it feels is actually nice. But this is definitely not the best DPS bow. What you want to shoot for is the armor cleanser. I mentioned it earlier. It's on Rampart's Incursion. That's the bow you want. If you're more of a like on the PC, I've got a nice crit build that I just go hero damage and crit. If you do that one, then you want anything as rapid fire as possible. To see how kind this is going to be to me on the lane changes here. Shit, out of mana. Actually think I'm good anyway. Hell, I should have just waited. It's all good. Anyway, let's take a look at all these boots laying around everywhere. Let's see. Junk. What a shame. More junk. Man, I can't wait till the loot 2.0 comes, because I tell you, I've found bags and bags and bags and bags of junk just like that all day long. Done nothing but sell it and upgrade other pieces. What a shame. Get all excited when all those legendaries drop, and then they're just junk. Alright, so let's see what we got to do here. Okay, now I gotta not forget to switch back characters. I've been doing that way too much. Alright, so we got physical resist there. So, this one's good. We got magic resist in the middle now. So that one's good. It was actually in the middle already. This is the lane here. Got lucky, just one lane change. Yep, gotta get rid of these explosives. And I'm already set up for Elemental Chaos. Good. Alright. I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but how kind of glitchy the game kind of gets, particularly on some of the maps with a lot of mobs, when the ground is full of loot. And loot 2.0 will take care of that too, because there's just not going to be as much loot on the ground. Which, you know, in true Dungeon Defenders feel, I kind of like it when the ground's covered with loot, personally. But on the same note, it sucks getting nothing but junk. Alright, so just throw a couple more upgrades in here. Yeah, let's go ahead and go 3 of them. And I'll put one right there for good measure. And then what do we got going? These 2 lanes are where it's at. This lane will be, actually the middle lane is saying it's going to be the hardest. So this should completely square this lane away, you would think. But this one matches up good on my Huntress for the resistances, so... Let's see. You know what? I'm just going to save it for repairs. With 140, I won't have to... That's enough to repair for the whole map. The whole wave. Ooh, I almost did it. I just about started it. So much easier when you bring out... Now, when the passive changed, too, I've been looking for a pickpocket set on my apprentice. That's what I've been really working on most of the day today. Because I wanted to be able to farm up a ton of gold before the carnival gets here. And we don't know when the carnival's coming. People, you know, people have been talking about it. But we don't know when it's going to be here. Now, if the Carnivals comes, then I'm assuming that the Harbinger will come as well. And if they do it all in one big update again, the Harbinger all the way through the Carnival, I don't think they will be able to. If they were able to, I think it'll be one buggy mess. I think that's too much, though. You sitting here talking away, and I got massive mobs creeping in on me here. This is where it comes in handy too, having the apprentice on this map. Is wave 4 is a piece of cake. You blaze through it when you're putting out all that magic damage. It's kind of nice because we got 2 lanes of physical resist and only 1 lane of magic resist. Get this one healed up here. Yeah, but anyway, Joey, Ramparts Incursion. Go get your bow there. Maybe you'll get really lucky and it won't take you a million runs. I would bet I ran it 100 times on the PC. No. I did a lot of grinding. The second the Ascension came, I mean, I took days off work. So, I mean, it is, but it isn't. I got lucky too, you know. I've done it many times. It seems to me, to be honest with you, that I average about 50-50. Like half of the time running it solo, I can complete it on my own, and the other half, I fail at some point. But now, if you get, well, any of the Nightmare maps, really, Nightmare 4 maps, if you get a full group of, you know, people that are all geared and say item power 600 or better, I mean, you can blow through the majority of the Nightmare 4 maps. It actually is gonna, if it goes by the way the PC did, it's gonna get a lot more difficult to do Nightmare 4 solo. And then there's gonna be another patch where it gets a lot easier. Like currently on the PC, there's what, I think 4 Nightmare 4 maps that I can do solo. And really, you can do just about any of them with a group. Alright, I'm going to try this again real quick, but let me just do a quick scan through those bows. I'll take a blue one at this point. Doesn't matter to me what color it is, as long as it's got defense power and it's got 10% tripwire. 5%, that's a POS. Here's a 7. Ugh. God, I'm just cursed with this damn thing. I don't know why I'm even bothering grinding it, because the bow I have with the 9% tripwire probably won't drop below 3% when the new passives come. No, doesn't look like anything. Yeah. I can solo Nightmare 4 gates on the PC pretty easy too. It's a lot more challenging for me right now at this point on the PlayStation because we're, you know, nowhere near as far along. Plus, I personally have probably, I don't know, 25% maybe of the time into the PlayStation that I put on the PC. See, there's a pickpocket piece. Maybe I'll save that one. The locks are a joke. If you log out... Ooh, there's a 10% volatile schematics, but it's got garbage stats on it. Or no, derp. 10%'s not good right now. I keep forgetting about that. We're not to that stage yet. Oh yeah, Nightmare 4 Incursion, Apple. I missed what you were saying there. The difference between Nightmare 4 and Nightmare 4 Incursion is insane. Nightmare 4 Gates is really, really easy. Nightmare 4 Incursion is... I mean, it can be done. You know, I do it all the time on the PC. I'm still not sold on the Scavenger. I don't like the filtering system. I played for hours and hours and hours one day, and I filled up the Scavenger. I mean, he just had tons and tons of stuff in there. And the next day when I logged on, all the stuff was gone, but I didn't have the gold. And I remember that there was a point on the PC where Trendy said, if you don't pick it up, that means you don't want it. And, you know, everybody blew a gasket. Everybody was just pissed. So they changed it very quickly. But I'm wondering, curious, is if we're in that stage of the game on the PlayStation where if you don't pick it up, you don't get the gold. I don't know. Like I said, I had the Scavenger just loaded up that one day, and I didn't get any gold from it. And that made me not want to use them. So I sit here and I go through all this ridiculousness here. And really, this is my guy that I'm working on right now. Still got a ways to go. I got terrible crit, only 12% crit. But 3,800 defense power. I got defense speed and defense range maxed, of course. And then the extra 30 I threw into crit. Yeah, the Scavenger's sketchy, Apple. Do you remember it on the PC? Everybody hated it. On the PlayStation, it would be so much better if everything went into your temporary item box again, like it used to. Now, I know that they know they need to make some changes to how inventory is handled, which I don't like it being per slot. I want to see all my bags, you know? I don't care for this. You know, press X to buy more inventory space. I want to see that 32 slot bag. Obviously, I can't get another one, but... You know, it's got its conveniences, I guess. But anyway, what piece did I want to throw some more ups in? See, this is the bow I'm using. I haven't even fully upgraded it just because it's a piece of garbage, but it's got defense power, and it's got 9% tripwire. That's the closest I've gotten. Now, obviously, I'm looking for 10%. Decent head. I think I could throw some more ups into these boots. See, I've got too much defense health right now, too. I need to round that out with some defense crit. The blue gloves, but, I mean, they're pretty awesome. It's tough to... I get 2% crit out of it, which 2% crit isn't spectacular. This damn medallion I could have replaced several times already, But that 5% crit is making me hang on to it because my crit is so low. Yeah, Apple, I don't care for it either. Now, you can get moving pretty quick with it. See, what do I want to do? More into boots. You can fly through the bags pretty quickly once you get used to it, but you know, they started making steps in the right direction on the PC, and then hopping onto the PlayStation and seeing it this far back is challenging. You know what? I think I'm gonna hold on to that piece. I'm gonna hold on to both of those, just so I can take a look at them. Anyway, I've got way too high defense health for my builder. What's up, Alchemist? I saw your comment there about starting a PlayStation community, which I'm going to have to definitely look into. I actually thought I looked at that before, but I didn't know if it was going to be like a Steam group. You know, can I turn it on and turn it off? Or will, when you have a community started, scrap mechanic, huh? I'll have to check it out. Anyway, I'm all about starting the PlayStation community, as I'm going to be a very active member of DD2 on the PlayStation. Let's see. I think that was it, huh? Yep. Only 8 points. Anyway, that gets my... this is Elemental Chaos. Let me switch to... Explosive here. See, the sweet spot for right now is 2,400 damage per second. 23-21. I'm not quite there. Yeah, I don't know. I just like it. I mean, I've got an Xbox One and I've got a PlayStation, but I've been primarily a you know, a PC gamer for the last couple decades. But I definitely like playing on the console. It's this game anyway. I really like it. I'm gonna play the Division too with some friends from work. They're gonna wreck me. These guys are all about the shooters, and you know, I of course have always been all about the strategy or tower defense. So with the console, I can't aim worth a shit. It's bad. You got the physical resist, but it's in the middle, so the middle lane is ideal. I'm checking there to make sure I can't walk through. This one, you don't want to be able to walk through that side, where you can see I can almost get through, but it stops me. This side you're going to be able to, because the blockades just aren't long enough. And this one over here, like I said last run, I just got some mixed emotions on. Seems like right about there is the place. I mean, it's nowhere near the little squiggly line, but everything comes over this way. Now, if I get any of the little kobolds, sometimes those guys will run around and come over and blow up this barricade or blockade or whatever. Yeah, I like where the game is at on the PC right now, and I just cannot wait for it to get to that point on the PlayStation. There's definitely a lot of fun to be had, and really, to be honest with you, at this point, I'm almost thinking about just forgetting everything else, not trying to get any more gear right yet, and just grinding gold. I've been thinking about that all day. In fact, that's why I was trying to get that pickpocket set for my apprentice. I found a pickpocket weapon, but it's just the wrong weapon. I mean, it works for gold farming. I'll show you guys what I've been doing. The current with pickpocket as the passive right now. I don't remember what's the one on the PC now is called Jackpot, and pickpocket is gone. The division doesn't come out tomorrow. It doesn't come out till like March 8th or March 9th. Now they are starting another beta. Maybe there's a beta starting tomorrow. All right, explosive. That last run, I just got really, really lucky. This one won't be as near as easy. Hopefully it is, but not keeping my fingers crossed. But Naxtilian put together a little... Oh, you want to have the gold before the update comes for the carnival. I mean, you don't have to, obviously, but, you know, I always try to catch whatever I can of those updates on the first day. I get all excited about them, you know. I went into the carnival this time around on the PC. Oh, all of my armor will come from NM4 incursion. My weapons won't. Well, actually, you know, ideally I get that armor cleanser. That's from NM4 incursion as well. Now, once the loot 2.0 comes and the carnival gets here, then everybody's instant item power 700. It almost makes me think, as with the ease of what it was to get over 700. And I had all of my primary characters on the PC were well over 700 before the carnival, but I had all these alts. I ended up getting like 12 characters from naked to item, or it wasn't that many. I think it was 8 or 9. Anyway, I got like 8 or 9 characters from naked to item power 700 plus just in the first day of the carnival with about 2 million gold. Anyway, I had 2.5 million when the carnival started and thought, oh, this will be plenty. And I wished I had had more. Let's see. Do I want to put the 5th one just right here? Yeah, I think I'll do that. Anyway, I would have loved to have gone into the carnival with like 5 million gold. Yeah, it did get nerfed. And which means it's going to get nerfed on the PlayStation as well. But it'll make, if I'm lucky enough to come across one, it'll make farming the Harbinger really, really easy for a little while until the nerf bat comes. Alright, let's see. Load up this physical resist. The PC version of the armored cleanser was just OP though. I mean, you have to see that. Ah, man, I didn't save myself any repair mana at all. I've got to collect some up quick. Oh, god dang it. And I stood right on that blockade even though I heard him coming. Dumbass. Let's see, there's a little something sitting there for... Oh, dang it. Looks like there's something sitting there too, but... Ooh, yeah, there we go. That could get me through the first wave here if I play my cards right. Yeah, just add juice bags on Steam. I don't play it on the PC very much anymore. In fact, once they get completely caught up, I probably won't play it on the PC anymore other than just like special events or whatever. I've got high hopes for what they're going to do with the PlayStation. Now, that's obviously too soon. Oh no! Dang it. 98 left, there's no way. I mean, I've survived it before. But, oh man. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. Normally when there's 100 mobs left, if one of your blockades go, it's pretty well good game. I just got really lucky there. They didn't take any... The kobolds ran over to the other blockade instead of to my frosties. Oh, you know they're going to. I mean, there's going to be... I mean, it's going to be just like any other game. I mean, the cap 2 years from now will be insanely high compared to what it is right now. There will, without a question, be higher item power. Yeah, DD1 was around for a while. It got its time. I mean, it's an awesome game. Don't get me wrong. But I actually really liked Eternity for a minute or two. I got bored with it pretty quick. All right, let me go through this physical resist lane a little more here. Wave 2. Gosh, do I want to... Deal with it. I'm doing it. Get just a couple of ups spread around over there. I want to ignore that side a little bit. See, in the middle's the fizz resist, so I'm definitely going to up that one. And I haven't even touched this one yet. Good gosh. Gonna do the traps instead of this blockade. Hopefully I don't, that decision doesn't come back to bite me here. Oh yeah, anyway, there's gonna, there will be progression, especially considering that DD2 is gonna be free to play. They have to have progression. They have to have constant new shit, or they won't make any money. I mean, you can't just have the same stuff and just keep doing costumes and expect to, to be able to make any cash off of it. So, I mean, I've got all the confidence in the world that there's going to be a lot more to come with DD2 for hopefully for years to come. the recent layoffs they had at Trendy made me think. But I think that kind of goes with the territory when as a person who used to take over businesses as a franchise, and turn them into franchises, I've got a lot of experience from back in the working days. Not that I don't work now, but it's not the same. But I used to be in the corporate world, and generally when there's a new boss in town, people are going to end up leaving. Now, they did it as layoffs, so they're obviously taking care of the people, so that's a good thing. I had a guy, one of my mentors back in the day, my professional mentors in the corporate world, he asked me once when I took over a business and I retained like almost 100% of the people. He asked me what happened. And he's like, anytime you're going to make any sort of drastic changes to a business, you're going to lose people, period. Not that Trendy's making drastic changes, but I guess on that note too, a new creative director, or I think that's his title, creative director. Anyway, it's kind of a big deal. He's the new boss, you know. The last I checked, it was 100 was the level cap in the original Dungeon Defenders. I think? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 100. It was really weird. You could get from... You could do, what was it? Tavern Defense on... like Nightmare Hardcore Towers Only, which was insanely easy, and go from like 1 to level 74 or 76 or something like that just in one run. Of course, it would take you forever to get up to 100 after that, but... Oh, I knew that was coming. You think Trendy's losing confidence? I don't know. I think they'll make it happen. They've got enough time and money invested into Dungeon Defenders 2 right now. I can't see it going anywhere. I mean, it's going to get completed. Now, you know, of course there's going to be some people that love it and some people that hate it, but it will get completed. I've got a lot of faith in that. What do we get here? 2 times second falcon shot. No thank you. It was a 4 times a second falcon shot. I might have just jumped on it, but... Alright, wave 3. I need to fill in some gaps here, huh? Go ahead and get that one caught up. I think all these are already upped. In need of another one. Got a couple of traps over here. Oops. Good enough. And let's see, I'm not going to do anything else to the blockades this wave, I don't think. Maybe I will just on this one. I just want to dump a little more into some traps. See, I know we got Boss Man coming down this lane. Get those squared away and throw another up on that one. I'll save the 99. Oh, you wither beasts. Always just here to irritate the shit out of me. Yeah, I'll definitely be back on the PC every time they have an update. But in between updates, I'm going to stay focused on the PlayStation. Free play, hard mode, gates. I don't understand what you mean. You mean for that monthly last month? Is that the one you did? Yeah, anyway, I'll do the monthlies every month. And, ooh. And do any special events, and definitely check out the new content updates as they come into the game. But I'm definitely going to focus on the PlayStation and put all my time into that. It's a grindy game. I mean, it's going to take hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, hundreds and hundreds of runs to get everything perfect the way I want it. And you know, I don't have that many hours for both. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yep, this is Nightmare 4 Incursion. This is definitely not hard mode. This is no joke. One mistake and you're pretty well screwed. I got really, really lucky this run, and really, I got just lucky as hell last run with the waves, or the resistances, and the way the mobs were coming. There they are, a little stuck up on the ledge there. We definitely need some up in here. These traps is getting low. Was there a bunch on the ground over here? Let's see. We're doing decent here. I think might be time to up these bows here. Where to find the Skelly boss? Well, they come on. I think I found all the skeletons on Life Root, Nightmare 4. Not Incursion. Or are you talking about like Maltheus? Maltheus isn't the skeleton though. Alright, what are we going to do here? I didn't save enough. Actually, there's enough to get me through. And may have to sell them at the end of the... or at the start of next wave anyway, so... gonna call it good. I didn't save enough to up this one. Or yeah, I did. I just upped the middle one fully by accident, actually. Didn't even realize I did that. Yeah, anyway, on Life Root, sadly, has been my staple of grinding. I've done that map on the various difficulties about 1,000,000 times. Seems like, anyway. Ah, I missed them with the ice cart, and I blew the ice cart for the next pack. I could have used that ice cart on the next pack. Come on, you bastard flyers. Yeah, now that ice cart won't be up, but getting on the jump on them pretty quick. Oh, that was bad. That was a bomber that I didn't see. How many of them are gone? The middle lanes are basically gone. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, see, somebody snuck around there. Let's see, how are we going to do? I lost all 3 Frosties for the middle lanes. God dang it. Standing too close. Yeah, I'm American. I'm actually originally from Northern Ireland when I was a little kid. But my family moved to the United States when I was a baby. Or, not a baby, but I was a little kid. So I've actually lived all over the U.S. I just, I stay up all night. I work in a casino, you know. And my hours, my normal work hours keep me up very, very late. So even when I'm off, I'm up very, very late. So I do most of my gaming with Europeans or Australians or Asians, Russians. I mean, I do a lot of my gaming with a lot of people not from the U.S. That's why I'm always on at these hours, too. Yeah, I see your messages. What monthly you trying to get? You're trying to get the Pet Affection? Or are you talking about the PlayStation monthly? Hey, I'm sorry, I'm confused. I got too many monthlies in my head going. What is it? Oh, those skeleton special enemies. Do Life Root Nightmare. It's easy, and you'll get all the skeletons you need. Now the bosses are random, so you will go through some without seeing one, but you get Skeletal on an early wave, and he respawns every wave throughout the map, so you can end up clearing, you know, 10 of them with one Life Root Nightmare run. Don't do incursion. 8%. No. How shitty. Now that's got, well, it's awful. Awful. I don't like the scatter shot at all. I don't think I will ever use it. And what was this one? Ugh. Junk. Good gosh. Yeah, the teddy bear, it's all about Life Root. What I did is, what incursions did I do? I don't remember. I knocked this one out really, really quick. But I can tell you that all the skeletal enemies I did on Life Root. And like I said, you get one run with Skeletal and you'll be very, very happy. Alright, first things first. Get my busted up Frosties back in place. Is that all of them? I'm missing one more. Alright, now what do we got to change here? Physical resist, explosive traps. This lane's got to go. Oh, damn. And I'm just wasting mana. Upgrading what I'm about to sell. How smart. Alright. And then, see, we're magic resist in the middle, so we need the explosives. We got elemental chaos. This is going to be all 3 lanes, I think, isn't it? Ugh. Terrible. Hopefully I've got enough mana left over for all the ups. Let's see, and then we need elemental chaos here, and we got explosive. Yep, all 3 lanes. Oh well. What can you do? Oh, level 40? That sucks, man. I don't know, to be honest with you. If you were level 50, then, I mean, life root is the way to do it. Now, I don't know. Yeah. It's because we're pre-loot 2.0 is why. We're in the days of loot for days, and none of it is useful though. It's just for gold. You guys remember that time? It wasn't that long ago on the PC. All right, and then we need elemental chaos over here. Yeah, it fills your bags. It fills your bags every single every run. Now you can obviously filter it out with the scavenger. For those of you who weren't here at the beginning, I expressed my concern with the scavenger earlier. And I don't know, but I have a feeling that you're not getting the gold from the scavenger when the items hit their timer. At least it feels like you're not. Oh yeah, pre 2.0 there was way more just all loot, not just legendaries, but all loot in general. Just dropped crazy amounts. And but the stats are all garbage. Well, and of course the first piece I looked to is actually decent. uh, but the majority of the stats are junk. There's stuff that's not matched up with passives, and it's just bad. And Loot 2.0, it became harder to grind gold from loot, as you don't get that much loot, so you don't get that much gold, you know? But Loot 2.0, they changed some of those passives, like that jackpot passive, where it's a chance that you get 4 times the amount of... Man, that's just badass. But right now we're in the days of loot and massive amounts of it. Luckily it is pretty quick to sell. The lock system is kind of a joke because you'll lock a piece and then like do a map and come back out and check, and that piece is unlocked. So you definitely can't bank on that. Alright, where's the boss gonna come? I think, well, I'm going to throw just one upgrade right here and one right here. Then I got 300 for each side. Let's go 2, 3. Spread them out just a little. Then same thing over here. There's 1, 2, and 3. And we'll see. Yeah, anyway, you guys saw me clear my bags before I started this match. And you'll see what's in there afterwards. There's a lot. This is the magic resist lane. Or physical resist lane, pardon me. Hopefully I can get old Gridlock burnt down here pretty quick. Let's see what these other blockades are looking like. They're looking okay for now, but that could very rapidly change. Oh man, this one's getting chewed up. Try to get some magic damage down the road there. Wow, it was really low. I don't have service call either. I think that's the name of the passive that increases your repair rate while in combat. I haven't found a decent pair of gloves with that on it, and that's crucial for your DPS characters, especially at this time where it's all about keeping your walls healthy. All right, how's this side doing? Side's doing all right, but they got a lot of baddies up on it. Ah, shit. Out of mana. Ooh, don't die, don't die. Ugh, this side getting worked again too, but I should be able to switch back over to it on their pairs here really quick. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. What I mentioned earlier with my problem with the settings is that you're not getting the gold from the Scavenger, and I'm all about the gold. Even if it's only 1,000 gold or whatever for a run, to me that's worth it to go through my bags. Because if you set the setting up high and you leave all that stuff in there, then when the timer expires, it's, well, in theory, it would auto-sell and you would get the gold. That's not happening. It's just disappearing. And so I'm not using the Scavenger for that exact reason. No, the Steam name is just Juice Bags without the Mister. It would be Juice Bags on YouTube too, but it was taken. How odd. Who the hell has the name Juice Bags? You know, it's taken on Twitter, it's taken on YouTube. It's ridiculous. Just completely ridiculous. Meh. No pickpocket pieces either. It's alright. So what I've been doing is just auto-looting all of it and then sorting it out back at the tavern. Alchemist, I do stream on Twitch. Every stream I have to explain why I'm on YouTube here. And it's because YouTube Gaming is trying to up how it handles live streaming. And I fully support their decision to do that. So I'm trying to just check it out and see what I think of it. Anyway, generally what I do then is go through and just delete all the blues or lower without even looking at them. However, for bows, I don't care if my 10% tripwire is blue. If it needs to be blue, it can be blue. So I'm actually looking at all the blues right now too, just because my 10%er has been so elusive to me. I found a couple of 10%ers, but there were ones with like ability power or whatever on it, and not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that row right there, except with 10% tripwire, not 7%. So, I mean, that one would have worked out just fine. I can't believe I just did it twice in a row. Now, I had some issues in both of those runs, but I haven't completed it twice in a row, I don't think, without a problem all day. On my Huntress, anyway. It seems a little easier to complete on the Apprentice. See, and then I just spam square and clear it all out, and sometimes I'll delete something I wanted by accident, but not usually. the boots. Anyway, I 1.1 million gold, so I got no gold. I got not enough. So before I end this stream, I want to show you guys what I've been doing for gold farming. Now let me look at these two again. See, 1690, 1692. But the 5% crit versus the 4% crit. And I use concussive shots and piercing shot, and I don't really use vicious brew. I use vicious brew if it's got physical resist, and I want to ignite them to try to get a little extra damage in. But I don't use it very often. But anyway, I wanted to do a little gold farming. Only 33 of 45. I finally broke down and sold, well, I got a couple of blues in there still, but I sold all my blue pets, blue or green pets, to free up more bag space. So let's see. Let's get rid of the juicer and bring out the apprentice. And I think I don't have a full pickpocket set. But you see, I got a crappy pickpocket weapon, pickpocket head. The chest is all I'm actually missing. None of those. I would equip anything if it had pickpocket on it. Got the boots, I got the gloves. So I got pickpocket on everything else. Anyway, Naxtilian did a gold farming video, and I've been just dying to try it out. I'm going to do it now. And, let's see, where's my monk? Now, I know it's not going to be as fruitful as it is on the PC version right now. Going to free play hard. Dragonfall Bazaar. Now, we're loaded up with pickpocket. Plus, I've got the 2 spheres, which the one that gives a chance for enemies to drop 100 gold when they die, and then the other one that just increases gold gain by 30%. Let me make sure I've got them equipped. Yep, they're both there. So the gold bonus sphere 3 and hero gold bonus sphere 1. Got both of those guys. I'm assuming there will be, I mean, it's got a 1 next to it. I'm assuming there will be more versions of that in the future that maybe have a higher percentage that make gold farming a little bit easier as the gear ramps up. But anyway, so the objective here is to not do any damage to the mobs with traps. So I want to be able to hold them back, but I don't want to damage them at all. So I'm just going to make a ring of blockades here. And I'm facing them inward. That way when the spike blockade attacks, it won't do any damage to them. Let's see, it seems like 5 of them would be good, maybe? Yeah, it looks like it. Alright. So we're only on free play hard, so with just a couple of upgrades, I mean, these guys aren't going to do anything to my blockades. They're just going to stand there and beat on them. And just to ensure that, the only problem I could have is with flyers. Naxtilian did this too in his video, so I'm going to go with exactly what he did, just to see what kind of gold I get here. And then what? Let's see, did I get them all? Yep. Got them all. Yeah, man, I've been saying that the whole time. I mean, I don't know. Naxtilian got his credit. I've said his name about 20 times in the last 5 minutes, so. The difference is you use the jackpot passive, which isn't in the game yet on the PlayStation. The jackpot passive is a little different than pickpocket. It gives the enemies a chance to drop 4 times the amount of normal gold that they would drop. And it makes this strategy a little bit better. Actually, significantly better. Yeah, Naxtilian does a lot of good shit. I mean, he's always one of the first ones to figure out how to do stuff solo, and you know, any of the little tricks. Let these guys roll in here. I shouldn't have went up there. Now, the gold that drops, there is a cap as to how much will be on the ground. I don't know what that is, but you want to pick it up, because if you get past that point, I think I've seen like as much as maybe 7,000 on the ground, like 2 different piles of like 3,500 without disappearing. Or I think that's the most I've seen. So anyway, if it piles up too high, you're going to start losing. And of course, you don't want that. I'm actually debating on, I'm not going to stream it the whole time, but I'm debating on doing this until like 5 in the morning. Like I said, I really want to be prepared for Carnival. I don't want to roll in. I mean, I'm assuming it's on the horizon, but not close. I can't imagine it'll be in the next patch. But to really farm up a lot of gold in the current build, it's going to take quite a bit. Now, normally during this time, I'd be doing a lot of power leveling and getting the rest of my characters that I want up to 50. But it's so easy to do now with the Harbinger. I'm not going to power level anybody else until, or I'm not going to level anybody else until the Harbinger comes. I need another, Huntress. I need 2 more Squires. Definitely 1 more Squire. Now, in the current build on the PC, if you get all the right passives, your Waller can also be your Harpooner. As the Hardy passive will be changing. Hopefully everybody prepares for it. No one prepared for Ascension. Everybody on the forums, I mean, people knew what was going on. I actually did a video on how to prepare for Ascension. And I talked about how you're wasting your time and running all these easy mode Nightmare 4s because everything's getting rolled back and changed. And nobody heeded the warning. The day Ascension came out, there was like 1 million posts on the forums, all flaming the shit out of it. It's not announced yet. Not announced when the Carnival will be coming. But I'm not going to be unprepared for it. I don't want to find... On the PlayStation, they do things... Seems like they do things so quick. On the PC, you always get warning. I mean, like when Ascension originally came, before it went back down for that day or a couple days, whatever it was. Like the forum post said Ascension will be here early February, and then bam, there it is. You know, with 1 day notice or whatever that Ascension was coming. So I'm not going to be, like I said, I'm not going to be snoozing on this one. I want to get to, I got just over 1 million now, and I still have to spend probably $500,000 on upgrades, and I'd really like to have about 5 million just sitting in the bank before the Carnival comes. I mean, you almost don't even need to, you know. It's the stuff that drops from that wheel is is ridiculous. I mean, in a lot of cases, almost perfect. You know, as long as your item power is over 700, which just doing upgrades, I'll have my item power over 700. Then every piece that drops from the wheel is a 700 piece. And then, of course, once you upgrade it, they're, you know, and the passives and stuff have been pretty darn good. I mean, I've seen some mediocre ones, but I've seen some really good ones, too. Dang. 200,000? That's crazy. You would think that little... I'm sure being... You know, obviously there's a model for them to make a profit with all the costumes and stuff, but I bet being free-to-play has something to do with it, because, like, Trendy, I don't think... They're a small indie company, you know? I mean, I don't think they could afford to pay that per update. I don't know, maybe they can. I have no clue, but it seems like 200,000 seems like a big number. If that's what, that, and they probably get some sort of a break for it being PlayStation exclusive too, I bet. I don't know, man, but I hope the Harbinger and the Carnival... Well, I got mixed emotions. I talked about it earlier. I really hope the Harbinger and the Carnival come at the same time. But on the same note, I think it'll be a complete disaster. I think it'll be buggy as hell. I think there will be crashes. And I think there will be frustration. So, part of me hopes the Harbinger comes, and then maybe a couple weeks later the Carnival's there. I don't know. Give them time to work out the bugs with the Harbinger. Because, like, on the PC, the Harbinger was not a clean release. It was exploited to all hell in the first, say, week or whatever that it was live. And that all depends on, too, if people are going to have the ability to get Dragolich before the Harbinger comes out. If so, if Dragolich comes before the Harbinger comes, you guys need to farm the shit out of that monthly. And get that pet before the Harbinger gets here. Because I can tell you, I hate to say it, but I'll share the exploitery. On day one of the Harbinger, actually the first week or so, or at least the first weekend of the Harbinger on the PC, Dragolich, the damage increase buff that he gets, was bugged on the Harbinger, and it had ridiculously high stacking. Plus, they stacked from other players, which was a bug as well. All that has been patched now. But 4 people could jump in there that all had Dragolich to level 10 and kill the Harbinger in, like, 2 minutes or whatever. And just farm the shit out of it, get all the Harbinger weapons, and, of course the victory chests still drop anything that, gear like a regular victory chest would drop. So the Harbinger himself only drops Harbinger exclusive weapons. I've been just gabbing away here, but I'm not seeing any insanely ridiculous piles of gold, which, at this stage of the game, it may be better, until Jackpot comes, it may be better to do Onslaught instead and pray for Horde waves. A Horde wave on Onslaught without having Pickpocket, just having, just having those spheres, you can easily get 15,000 gold or so in one wave. Actually, it's getting a little better here. There were some piles. Now it is a percentage chance that they drop it, so you still got to rely on the RNG, but I want to see that shit spraying. Yeah, not exactly spraying. Well, yeah, Call of Duty can pay more than that, but Call of Duty also, you know, sells 1 million copies before release day at $60 a pop. So, you know, they're having, what is that, Activision? They're having no problems affording it, anything they want to do. I haven't looked at any of these blockades, but I don't think they're doing anything to them. Not much, anyway. Yeah, I wish I had I need a weapon that's 4 times a second fire, that has a little wider path. Where they at? Oh, there they are, little skellies. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know as far as like one run, but like if you had jackpot on all your gear on the PC right now, and every time it was one of the horde waves on Onslaught with all the mobs, I bet you'd probably make close to 1 million an hour, I would guess, in gold. Yeah, it's not doing shit. But, of course, you know, like I did an Onslaught looking for gold just last night, I think it was. And I went through 15 waves, got the golden pet, and didn't have any horde waves in 15 waves. So that was pretty irritating. If you do, I don't know. I always try to do a different map, but to be honest with you, it seems like I have the best for just farming gold from Onslaught. I think I've had the best luck with Nightmare 1 Life Root. Now I try not to do it just because I grinded Life Root Nightmare 4 so many times. You know, I try to change it up a little bit. But you get that lane over to the right on one of those horde waves. Oh my god, you can just sit there and spray down that lane and just piles and piles and piles of gold drop. And just each grouping that you run over there and pick it all up, it says like that you picked up like 6,000 gold, 7,000 gold. And there's just group after group after group of that. So yeah, I mean, if you had the ideal situation, you were getting lots of horde waves, and you had all of the jackpot gear, you'd make over 1 million gold an hour for certain. No doubt in my mind. I forgot who said it in the comments, but somebody that was looking for the skeletons for the monthly. Now, when this monthly hit on the PC, I did a video on it, doing exactly what maps to do. So if you look back through on my channel, I think the name of the video said something like "Finish your monthly quest." Your monthly mission today or something like that. It was not the same monthly, but it was the same objectives. I want to say it was maybe January's. I don't really remember, but I think it may have been January's monthly. I finished it just like within a couple of days. And actually, if you had a full day of grinding, that monthly would be finished in one day, there's no doubt. The monthly that sucks is the one that just went on the PC, the 50 pet affection levels. That was tough, and you get no pet reward for the PC's monthly for February. No pet reward, but you get some boosters, which were kind of cool. They you use a booster and it levels your pet 8 affection levels, and I want to say you got 14 of them. So I mean, you could max out some pets pretty quickly with no effort. I used a few of them just to try them out, but I'm saving them for, you know, if I ever get a special pet that I'm just stoked about, I'll use them up then. Yeah, see, I'm on the other end of that one. There, Hammy. I'm old. My son's all grown up. He's gone. He's in the Navy. So I can do whatever the hell I want now. I had a son really young. So yep, now I just have to appease the wife and don't have to worry about anything else, and it's kind of a nice feeling, you know. He's naval air crew on a P3. Oh yeah, there's a pile of them. Let's see all that fat loot. Come on now. Oh. See, I thought it would be nice to maybe put Aura down and get some healing. But then I thought about it, and I would have to get a different weapon, because I got the Purge Evil weapon on my monk, you know. And I don't want everything getting blown up. Yep, I'll be 42 in May. Let me tell you, it was an awesome and fantastic time when I was a kid in the video game world. But oh my, if I would have been 10 years later, I would have just ended up being a complete antisocial nerd. Oh yeah. That is for certain. Newborn babies are lots of work. I think it's good. I can't. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just going to start it. I don't think, you know, I didn't look at how much gold I had before I started this. I think for it to be worth doing, to be honest with you, I don't think it's worth doing. I don't know. We'll see. You would have to get, I think, about 50,000 gold. Probably 50,000 gold per run for it to be worth it. Now, if I had a better weapon, this would be going a little quicker. But you know, of course, I'm using this weapon just because it's my only pickpocket weapon. I do kind of, I gotta say though, I do kind of like watching them pile up against the blockades there and seeing the big pools of gold shooting out everywhere. That's definitely pretty awesome. Now, I'm not sure if jackpot affects it. It definitely doesn't affect Like Naxtilian in his video, he says don't use any abilities or don't even have a pet with you. Now, using if you get a kill with an ability right now, it seems like that sphere is still proccing and the puddle can still come up. But I'm trying not to use any abilities. Oh, well, you are lucky. That's alright. Wait till she turns 2 and starts digging through stuff. One of the guys I work with has he's got a 1-year-old and like a 2 or 3-year-old. And man, he gets home from work and we'll get in a group or whatever and try to play a little Destiny or something. And man, you can hear those kids going at 2 in the morning. Waking up, they hear Dad got home or whatever, you know. Yeah, anyway, I failed to look at how much gold I was at before this run. But I'm certain I didn't get what I wanted. Let's see what I have when it's all done, though. Oh, in the big fat green victory chest. Oh, yeah. It's alright, give me my pet food. I'll still use it. I'm actually getting close to the point where I either need to find a pet that I'm more excited about leveling, or I need to start just selling pet food. My cat. I got a little Siamese cat, and he has started barking a bit lately. Very strange. What's going on, Dennis? I'm still here. Don't know how much longer. But, let's see. Oh, that didn't give me shit. I think I only got about... I think I got like 20 or 25,000. I don't know. I failed to look. Let's see. Let's get rid of all this crap. Yeah, I'm thinking that strategy needs to wait until the PS4 version catches up with the PC, because that was not near as much loot, much gold as I was hoping there would be, for sure. And like I said, part of that is that weapon too. I could do it much quicker with a weapon with a little better spray, you know. Not even gonna bother looking at any of this junk. Just woke up, huh, Dennis? Not me. This is actually my last night off before I have to go back to work, but I probably won't go to bed for a little while yet. It's, 1 a.m. here on the Pacific coast of the U.S. I'm in Oregon. Well, all this stuff can just go. 1.1. To be honest with you, right now it seems, you know, I haven't gone through and looked at like amount of gold per hour on the PlayStation. I did do a little thing on the PC a couple months ago about gold farming. Now that's now no longer valid. Let's see, let's keep those. But I'm thinking right now the best way to get gold is just to play the game and have all your passives equipped. But anyway, that like I mentioned earlier, my goal is next weekend I want to start doing some Ramparts Nightmare 4 incursions, and hopefully, you know, hopefully I'm to the point where I can do that. And obviously, I'm not going to be able to do that one solo. So, gonna need some folks to come along. I'll let everybody know a couple days in advance when I'm going to be streaming it. That way, you know, anybody can plan accordingly. Damn you, Scavenger! You see what you've got me doing, you dirty bastard. Yeah, Nightmare 3, you could go really quick using those two. But, I mean, if you throw the, you know, the pickpocket on the PlayStation version right now, or the jackpot on the PC version, it's going to make a big difference. God, this guy's got so much work to go still. I originally planned on being an AP DPS apprentice on this guy, and I just kept getting random pieces, you know, that were better, and I went away from it. So now I'm actually, my DPS is crap. I can usually hold like close to 50,000, but it could be over 100,000 if I had a better AP setup. Nightmare 4 incursion. Yeah, you can probably solo. You got better gear than me. Well, on the PC it's even easier, because remember, this is a different build than where the PC is at. The Nightmares got nerfed not too long ago, back a few weeks ago, where it made their the mob levels are significantly different based off of how many people are in the party. So now on the PC, soloing became way, way easier. Yeah, Dennis, just get your DPS, range DPS characters ready to go, and we will wreck up some Ramparts incursion. Want to get a armored cleanser. If I don't get an armor cleanser, then I can't complain about it when it gets nerfed. I know the nerf's coming, but I want it anyway. Gotta have it. Anyway, just a short one tonight, guys. That's going to do it for now. I'm actually going to get a little snack and might pop back on and play a little bit later, but I doubt I'll probably stream anymore. I actually still have to edit videos for the carnival costumes and the carnival pets that I did. And I've been too lazy. I want to grind gear. I don't want to edit video. And so they are still sitting unedited and unuploaded to YouTube. They're actually a couple days old now. If I wait any longer, the damn carnival will be gone. But anyway, that's going to do it for now. Thanks for swinging by. Appreciate you guys coming by. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I'll be streaming on YouTube. Not primarily. I will still go back to Twitch every now and then. But I'll be streaming Dungeon Defenders 2 almost exclusively on YouTube. So thanks again. See you guys.